Hey guys, we're back. So I told you I wasn't gonna really do a planned live stream for Blueface's situation because we don't know what or how long it was gonna take for us to find out the information. Um this judge that he had that was refusing to take herself off this case. She literally had to do a surgery, and she did not want to have another judge come in, take place, and she could have discussed with that judge what she was planning or thinking in her head to do with Blueface. She wasn't resonating with me because I could feel that the energy and the force of this judge. She had something up her sleeve. She wanted purposely to do that operation, hold back the time. Hi, Angela. That Blueface would have to wait for her because she already had alternative motives in her own head, what she was gonna do, with Blueface. So let me just say this to you. This is how the courts do people. And our biggest strike against us is our color. And when you get yourself jammed up and with the law when it can be prevented, now you're in their court. You're in their playing field. So they can play with your freedom like this judge is doing. She's a piece of, I want to say it. You know what I mean? You can finish it off for me. Because see, when people can't understand what it feels like to be locked up in a cage, they do what this judge is doing. I don't know what her personal is, what her problem is, but she needs a reality check. It shouldn't even have taken that long. If you already knew what your decision was gonna be, you should have maybe saw him first and then had him go back to wherever he had to go to from there. There's a few things we're gonna discuss as y'all come in. I'm gonna read something to you as well. Hey, Rosen. Hey, Jolia, and hey, Rita. It says they gave him another. I know. That's why I'm here. And my day has been just dragged on. I mean, it got dragged on so bad that I honestly didn't even do the commentary I was supposed to do on another commentator, which was the Queen of Kings. I literally have never been on IG all day going in and out of people's stories that blog, that go to the courthouse, and they can update you immediately of the status of whether they're going to push the court date back or not. I have never ever been on Instagram. Even if you see that green light on, you might think that I'm on Instagram. If my laptop is on all night and I didn't turn it off and I have that tab open, that's maybe because the tab's open, not because I'm just all day, all night on no Instagram. No, that's not me. But honey, today, if you saw that active green dot, that's because I was literally refreshing the page and trying to get what was going on with Blueface. This is getting tiring. And I feel as though this judge is doing this maliciously. There's prejudices that are going on, and it's crazy. They rescheduled his court date to the 9th. I believe I still have hope that he's gonna get out. But I think that she's gonna really take the time out to see what she's going to implement on those new probation terms. I'm going to show you and also read something to you that was stated not even 10 minutes ago, but he is looking to do 2 to 5 years. So if he gets sentenced on this probation sentencing, it's a probation sentencing, he could do the whole probation sentencing. She can do that. She doesn't seem to be a fair judge. She doesn't seem to be a nice judge. She doesn't seem to be a judge that likes Blueface. So we don't know what this clown can do with his freedom, because she's been playing with it since she went to get her operation. She refuses to step down off that bench. She could like share with another judge what her plans are and take it from there, but she wants to be boss. And I knew when she was adamant about not stepping down and people having to wait till she got her surgery and healed a little, and when she came back, that's when the proceedings would happen. I already knew she's in too much in the way. It's a bad sign. She's just too much in the way. So it says here, Blue has to remain in jail with until Friday, August 9th. The judge said she will make her decision at that time, whether he will be released or sentenced. Prayers up for Blueface. Yeah. So, and I also want to show you this too, because I found this page, and I like this page actually. And they were updating, I think, really more than a lot of the bloggers that usually are really active and current and on it. It says rapper Blueface is facing 2.5 years in prison. It says rapper Blueface is facing 2.5 years after his last court appearance on 7/29/2024. That was carried over to August 6, 2024. According to the court documents, many were told that the court date was rescheduled when in fact it was closed to the public again. According to the court documents, proceedings were held and the judge kept his probation revoked. I wanted to pause before I said that. So yeah, it was rescheduled because it was revoked, that last hearing. And see, that's why I keep telling y'all I don't get really into. I'm a commentary channel, and there's commentary channels, when these people that they do commentary on, they get in legal issues, they tackle the legal side of it, and they pull up the documents and they read them off, and they try to break them down into simpler terms. But if you don't know the law, you didn't go to school for the law or whatever, you can't. I'm not gonna be up here trying to tell y'all something and I don't know what I'm talking about. Cause it could sound one way, but it might not. It might be just the way it sounds. It might the way it's broken down, but that might not be the way it's written down. The law might view it as something different. So you know what I'm saying? The terminology of it might make us think that it's something good, and it's really not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta be careful with. That's why I don't get into all that. Only thing I like to report on, and you guys see I'm consistent with doing that, is if did they push the date up? Why did they push the date up? This is information that if you're in that courtroom, you can word for word repeat what the judge said. Whether or not you understand what it means, you can write that down in a post. And then people could take it, as they may. You know, she's basically trying to scare him. She's trying to let him know. Nevada gave you a slap on your wrist. I think she got a personal probably with that as well. Why would you have a 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗬 charge and attempted, unaliving? You don't have a serious charge in California, but the Nevada one just reinstated your probation. She's like, I'm a judge. I'm not. You're not gonna take me for a joke. I don't care that you're Blueface, and I don't care that your girlfriend is Chrisean Rock. You guys are not entitled to me. I don't care. You're entitled on social media with people who follow you and think you're God's gift or whatever they think of you, or you're this big young millionaire. But yeah, this judge she's a tough one, you know, and it's really sad because she's calling out shots, not realizing, put yourself in this man's shoes, you know, and that's how it usually be. People call shots, but if it was them having to do these sentences or be sitting in jail for another 2 or 3 days, they go crazy. But they're in the seat of power, so they don't have to worry about if it was them, how would they feel, because they're not in that situation. It's a real unfortunate situation. Hello, Tiffany. It says Katrina says, "Wow, they're playing with." Yep, they're playing with them, and it's sad. That's why I was saying to y'all, man. I wish that judge would have just got off when she said she had to go get surgery. Go get your surgery. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. Why are you so pressed on trying to be on this case? She wants to be she wants to be the one that, whether good or bad, she's the one that called the shots for his livelihood. She's looking at him making a joke of the justice system. Yep. And seeing how Chrisean Rock, and I don't care if people get mad, coming in that courtroom, got a warrant in that courthouse, had a warrant in Baltimore, got a warrant in Oklahoma, and a fugitive in multiple states, and literally just coming to see about her baby daddy and walking into that lady's courtroom. And she also knows that he knew it. So they both are playing in her face. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all can't be, people can't be playing in them courts' faces like that. I know that because I used to play in their face too. I would get 4 and 5 warrants when I was younger. This is 20 something, almost 25 years ago. And I would get them cleared up. And for some reason, I don't know what it was with me, I would never go back to my court dates, and I would get the same warrants because I wasn't showing up to my court dates. Only thing I never did was when I had probation. I had one time I had 2 years probation. I made sure I went to I was in compliance with that because they were trying to give me 2 years. When I went to court, I signed the paper, and my lawyer told me if I signed the paper, it would waive the 2 years prison time. I would do 2 years probation with restitution and community service. I was like, cool. I signed my John Hancock on the dotted line, and the judge sentenced me to two years. And I was like, what? 2 years? Not probation? He said no. And so I said, Your Honor, and the lawyer's telling me to be quiet. I said, no, you be quiet. Nuh-uh, you told me to sign that paper, and I was only gonna get 2 years probation. So I copped a plea. Everything I could say under the God's green grass, I did. I don't know, by the grace of God, God was obviously, was with me. That's the only thing that saved me. But I walked out that courtroom, and all I had was the probation time, which is probation time is nothing but time on layaway. And I didn't get myself in no trouble. Actually, the judge had dropped it a year early because my probation officer tried to surrender me because I didn't bring in address verification. I was supposed to bring in one once a month, and I had forgot one time to bring in a piece of mail, and he tried to surrender me. And so the judge, when I went in the court for the surrender, like how Blueface had to surrender himself, I had to surrender hearing like that too. So that means when I went into court, they could have just took me in to custody once I got in the courtroom, just like they did to Blueface. I had a day to go surrender myself like Blueface had did, and they took him into custody when he went to court. Well, that's what I had. So when I went to court, the judge said, has she picked up any more cases? Has she this? Has she that? No, 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 no. Everything was no. He said, throw this all out. And I still owed like $1,700 in restitution. I didn't do none of my community service. Only thing I was in compliance with is going I think it was every week. They had me going every week to probation once a week because they wanted me to slip up. And if they got you going every week, sometimes you can slip up, and it might not even be because you're not being responsible. Just things happen in life. So, anyways, because that probation officer was being facetious and that he was trying to lock me up, the judge could see it. And I was saying, oh, this is a white judge, he racist. So I was judging the book by its cover, but that judge wasn't obviously racist because he threw out all the rest of my probation time. I did a year. I had a year left. He threw out the probation time that I had left. He threw out the restitution. I didn't pay nothing on that $1,700 restitution I owed. And I didn't do, I think it was 200 hours of community service. I ain't did one day of that community service. He threw out all of it, walked off the bench with a red face because he was pissed that probation officer was wasting his time, surrendering me and having to have him come in to basically, do his job, which was to probably make me do the rest of my sentence. Come to find out, it was over something stupid. Oh, that judge was pissed. So God was with me. But yeah, I really hope that when Blueface does get out, because I really do feel like she's going to let him out, but I think she's looking over the terms of the probation. And I think that before she says, all right, we're going to release him to the street, she wants to make sure that she's going to be able to live with the decision she makes. And the terms of his new probation, she wants to make sure that it's even stiffer than the last one. Who knows? He might be on an ankle bracelet. You know what I'm saying? She wants to make sure that she hasn't left any stone unturned. Blueface did that to himself, and then he had help. The very same person that he tried to control, you know what I'm saying, which was Chrisean Rock, and she was coming to his court appearances because she's trying to let Jaydain know he's mine. You may have had him once, but I had him all the time type of stupidness. That helped further get him in trouble. She's thinking she's being a support system, but she's not neither supporting him really or herself because she landed up in jail going in there. So, crazy, but he got himself into this BS. He should have followed the jail route. Yep. And you start the side eye too, the circle, because Wack 100, man, he's a storyteller, man. He's always running his flap, and he's always talking about like he with surety that Blueface is getting out on these dates, and he has not gotten out yet. So I'm starting to side eye like what is your word, Wack 100, as his manager, when you can't even like tell us what the for real is. You know what I'm saying? You going around exposing ex-gang members or gang members that are snitches and they're on paper, but you're just doing all this, just all this crooked stuff yourself. You better stop calling the kettle black and stop throwing rocks and hiding your hands, and you got a whole bunch of stuff going on in your own backyard. It's just a real messed up situation, however how you look at it. If he gets sentenced, he's done 7 months already, time served, right? Yeah, but right, but he still, that don't mean nothing because he picked up another case. So we don't know what that case holds. We don't know from now that's something I can answer. We don't know from the lesser or the most time he can do off this new charge. So I know somebody. It's funny you brought that up, Katrina. I know somebody too that sound like you because but they were the ones in the situation though. They it's like, no, it don't work like that. Yeah, time served. No one's giving you no reward or no cookie because you did time served. You did time served on something else. Now you picked up another case. That's another separate sentence. He's a crash dummy. And I believe, honestly, when the family does say that Blueface got Chrisean on the the ooh-wee and the drinking and all the stuff that she was doing, I believe it. Because this little young father of 3 is getting his freedom compromised because he wants to be in jail getting high. He can't wait to get out to get high. He was caught. That's why it was a rumor that it was crystal meth, because it was a powdery substance. It was crystallized, less than 3% of THC. Probably it's basically was a man-made synthetic drug that was being passed off easier to smuggle into jail, as weed. And why would he even want to put that in his body? You don't know what that trip could be, because that's exactly what would have probably happened. He probably was in there tripping, talking about he loves it there. That's probably why he was saying some of the stupid stuff he was saying when he was on these jail calls. Because he just got caught, but he was probably getting high off that stuff all along. That rumor that was going around, oh, it was meth found in his room. No, it wasn't meth. It wasn't even tested as meth. But it still was tested as something he shouldn't have had in his cell. That was contraband. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all don't like hitting that like button. Y'all be acting like when I say hit the like or the dislike, like I'm asking for a Cash App or a super chat or something. Hey, Houston. Yeah, this just made my whole day drag, man. It's just crazy. So I already know how Blueface and everyone that was there. But let me just say one thing though. I listened to what what's her name? Karlissa's father said, which is Blueface's grandfather. And he said should nobody be bringing no kids to no courthouse out of all this bring the fam. Nah, come on now. It ain't the kid's fault that you getting yourself jammed up. They don't deserve that card that you dealt. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, when Chrisean Rock gets out, she needs to reevaluate this whole situation, because to be honest with you, Blueface is out of pocket. Jaydain been sitting there all day in that courtroom because she thought today he was getting out. And you already know, put a Y in the chat if you think Jaydain was the one that was going to drive him home. We know Karlissa wasn't. You with the other one. Yeah, she's locked up. But you got Jaydain, if you get out, going to take you to your resident. If you wasn't with Chrisean Rock wouldn't be nowhere to be found, and you and that would be that. But you're not with Jaydain. You're with Chrisean, but it's okay for you to invite or ask Jaydain to be a support system to you and come to your court dates while you're in a relationship now with Chrisean. When you know that if the shoe was on the other foot and you was back with Jaydain, you would not be calling Chrisean to come in to support you with the baby. You would not be doing that. And I said Chrisean, Jaydain and Alexis wouldn't be going for it. Period, point blank. So you need to stop playing this in Chrisean Rock's face. See, God don't like ugly, and they're not fond of beauty either. Period. See, sometimes you got to understand when people have things like this going on in their life, it's the universe. What go around, come around. What penal codes does a judge need to look at? She should know it. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. That's what I don't understand, Rita. Thank you. What penal codes does she got to look at that she should know by heart? The judge is making sure whatever decision she makes sticks real hard. Right, Jackie, that's what I just said. You must have been in here when I said it, because you sure enough just repeated just what I said. She wants to make sure that when she makes that decision, that's something she can live with. You know what I'm saying? Because she's looking at it like, I'm not feeling bad for him. He's in here doing superstar stuff. Like, I'm Blueface. And she's like, And I'm the judge. I'm the boss when you get in trouble doing stupid stuff. And I'm going to ultimately be the one that's going to decide the fate of your life. So that's why when when he gets back up here trash talking on not Blueface on oh god, her too. Chrisean Rock, man, y'all need to shut him down. Cause he's not the brightest bulb on the tree either. She's letting her wait a minute. That she can play the game too better. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I was about to say, where's them wise at? Let me read some of these things. Yeah, it's really crazy. All Wack does is do a lot of rah rah rah. Right. He needs to just go on vacation or something. He's another one that when Blueface gets out too, he needs to clean up house too. I've advised him to get rid of Wack 100. Wack 100 don't mean good by him. Now, Bodine is supposed to be his mentor. Bodine kind of sort of is quiet. You know what I'm saying? He wants the best interest, as the mentor for Blueface. And I'm quite sure he probably does feel a certain way about Wack 100. He just keeps it to himself. I'm standing with Grandpa Blue. I'm standing with him too. Them kids don't need to be at that courthouse. To me, that's the most ratchet foolishness that I done seen. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. He has done more time in solitary than not. So many right. Never make it in prison. Yep. I think she's going to sock it to him. But you know what, Jackie? I think that she's not, because I feel like if she was, why hold it back? You could have sentenced him today. Why play games 2 more days? I think that if she was going to sock it to him, she probably would just sock it to him today. Why you got to push it back for 2 more days? That's because I think she's teeter-totting in her head back and forth. She don't know if she wants to sock it to him or just spare him one more time. And I think that's why she pushed it back for another 2 days. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. The judge is being vindictive big time. Facts. Get rid of Wack and Bodine. Clean house. Yeah, they need to. Both of them. Chrisean Rock and Blueface need to get rid of these people that don't serve them. No good at all. And Wack 100, even though he calls himself being a support system to Blueface, he's been saying since Blueface been in jail, whether it was about Blueface or Chrisean Rock, he's just been saying a little bit just too much. And I know that if Blueface was out, he wouldn't be saying half the stuff that he's been saying on these podcasts. He's just too chatty patty for me. But I wish, Blueface the best, man. I do believe that he's gonna get out though. Hey, that's just how them courts are. They keep pushing the date back. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen on cases from almost 30 years ago with myself. I've seen it happen with family members. I've seen it happen with my husband. My husband was in jail. I wasn't with him. He's older than me by 15 years. He didn't see the whole 90s. My husband was in jail for a straight 10 years. He didn't see the whole 90s. He did a 10-year straight bid. Okay? And when he was 17, he did, I think, 17-year bid. He was up there with my father and my uncle doing a bid. My father was in jail for an unaliving, and my uncle was in there for 17 years back in the day. They're not alive now, neither one of them. But he was a armed robber. And he was an habitual criminal. So that's why he got that sentence. My uncle did. My mother's older brother. My mother's the last born. So she's the baby out of all the kids that my grandmother had. So I'm talking when prison was prison. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, it just it ain't no place to be. And that's the only thing I could tell you from experience. I don't know the law. So that's why I don't get up here trying to break it down. Because laws change, states laws change, and I just can't do it. I just want them to get out and do the right thing, man. We do commentary on, what's going on in the current time with them. It don't always have to be about drama. I'm not a commentary channel where if it ain't rough, it ain't right. No. If they're doing something positive, I don't care if you want to hear about it or not, it's going up on this channel. If he gets out and everything going moving forward for Blueface is positive, I'm gonna update that. It doesn't have to always be about drama. Commentary is commentary. Whether it's good, bad, up, ups or downs, you know what I'm saying? Is commentary. Wack and Bodine did a lot for Blues financially. Yeah, he needs to disconnect his name associated with what I really think. Now, Bodine, I'm not gonna say Bodine's supposed to be his mentor, but Wack 100 for sure. I think he needs to really, leave him alone. He needs to fall back on Wack 100. Wack 100 ain't even doing good for itself. Yeah, prayers going up for Blueface and his family. This can be, physically and emotionally draining. Just having to just every couple of days come to court like that. And I'm gonna say something. I don't care, how people might, I'm not the mass majority. I don't take sides, but I gotta give Denot a shout out because he does some good reporting. He today was on his A game. He did some good reporting. I think tomorrow I'm gonna look over some of his work and recap some of what he was talking about with Blueface's case. He's to not be doing his 1-2-1-2, but we all got flaws. Nobody's above life classroom. Now, me saying what I'm saying, am I besties with Deny? Are we gonna be up on panels together and thick as thieves and taking Instagram pictures together with drinking cocktail? No, I know Denot from the sector and also from social media, and that's as far as it goes. I don't take those kind of relationships off of here. I still think Wack is behind the new charge. Everything about it has been sus. Right, Lady E? The RICO has judge police. Mm. And I'm starting to think too, man. Is do they got Chrisean Rock down with that? Wack need to leave Wack alone. But see, what else is not fair? Y'all might not agree with me, but only one that's safe is Jaydain. Chrisean Rock ain't safe, nor is Blueface. Wack 100 ain't got him on his own self safe because the things he doing undermined or underhanded stuff that he's doing, minded stuff or whatever how they say that saying. Only one is safe is Jaydain Alexis and his family over there that he made prior to meeting Chrisean Rock. So I hope she's looking at all that. The judge wanted to show Blueface she is boss and put him in his place. Yep. Hey, pretty blue eyes. Hi, sweetie. This is all ridiculous. Blueface. I know what it is. That's what I said. This is getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. And matter of fact, let me give a shout out to Red Wine and Gossip. I just started following this tea page on Instagram, and I why wouldn't I be able to find new pages as much as I was back and forth on social media today? That was insane. How long I was on Instagram waiting for an update, playing around with this goofy judge. Yeah, so it's just unfortunate, man. It really is. It's a very, very unfortunate situation. The way it's no other way to look at the situation is that it's just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And they just need to get their life right. They're gonna have to remove people, places, and things. Can y'all make sure y'all get them likes up, please? Come on, let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button. Let's get them likes up. I promise you, it is free to like. You come and absorb the information, don't want to hit the like button, talking about you got love for somebody, and come into the chat, don't wipe your feet off and at least give a like or dislike. To me, that's fake. It says Blueface was in the Rico paper too. I love your content. It says red wine and gossip. Chrisean was not dealing with nor signing with anything Wack had in name. She's not getting. Wack couldn't get her involved with this mess. Well, she don't need to be involved anyway. She got her own mess that she involved herself in of her own troubles. She don't need to be. You're right. But don't give her too much credit, because if she was being the brightest bulb on the tree, she wouldn't have been walking in that courtroom knowing she had outstanding warrants. You're a fugitive. So let's not like make her out to be some smart person all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So anybody would feel the way Chrisean feels about Wack 100 if they were getting dragged the way Wack 100 was dragging Chrisean. So that's to be expected. However, let's not act like, Chrisean is the brightest bulb on the tree. She wasn't making real, executive decisions. She literally just like, oh, I'm gonna stop making money and I'm gonna be in jail right with Blueface, and I'm gonna allow him to make me have a curfew, and I'm gonna stop working, and Jaydain's gonna make all the money, and the following is gonna start coming to Jaydain's way, and we're gonna see Jaydain putting out her clothing line and popping bottles in clubs, walking out with a bag and booked for like months to come, while you're just sitting around not making no money. Well, making money, yeah, trying to figure out other ways to make money where it's not making Blueface angry. Jaydain was like, I don't care about Blueface being angry. It says yes, like a free anonymous. Jaydain's doing her own thing. She ain't on no curfew. That girl, we done seen her on yachts, and we done seen her looking like Ned the Wino. We just seen her the next day looking like she done drank the whole bar. But Chrisean Rock got to sneak around. And when she gets busted, like she did that time when she didn't come home with Junior back to his spot, he drags her. Everyone is wishing the best for the both of them. And they make things bad for themselves. Yep, all the time. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. I apologize, guys. I had to step away for a while. It gets real draining. That's why nobody can ever tell me I'll block somebody in a minute. You try to tell me that I'm not a supporter. It's just that you get drained trying to help and support somebody that's not helping and loving on themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't give all of you to someone that's not giving all of themselves. All of this could have been avoided, and it's just doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of, you have to understand. I always used to say this in the lives prior to even Chrisean Rock getting arrested. You have to understand, judges, lawyers, DAs, they are human first and foremost. So they have human behaviors, reactions, and opinions, thoughts that they can have the power to keep to themselves how they really feel. They can have prejudice. And what I mean by that, I don't mean sometime as in, oh, you're black and that's why I'm doing this. I'm talking about like prejudices, like towards things that they don't agree with, that you may have done. And instead of really just keeping it where let's stick with the books, let's stick with the laws, they make these decisions off of their emotions. And that's why there's a lot of black men, or let's just say men of color and women of color, sitting in jail right now because of judges like the one Blueface got right now. It's dangerous. What's said, what is sad is both of them are gonna be paying. Yep, yep. If you are not already joined, yep. Thank you, Tiffany, sweetie. Remember, this is an election year. Yep, and that always happens around this time, Tiffany. You're exactly right. Abuse of power, exactly. Yep, because that's all that's happening. But you know what though? Pretty blue eyes, but they allowed those kind of people who are in, who are abusing their power to do it, because you came to their courtroom. They didn't come looking for you. So it's just too much, man. That judge is playing too many games. You already know what you're gonna do with Blueface, so do it and get it over with. It's been a really, and I said this already and I'm gonna say it again, it's been a really tiring day for me. It's been a really tiring day for me. I literally pushed back my Queen of Kings. I said, I can't think about doing no 6 o'clock live. I knew after the live started, I would have had to stop it, because I knew I had on Eastern Standard Time to 7:30, because that would mean it would be like 4:30 their time, California, and the courts would be closing, so they would have to come, up with something before 4:30. So I would be in the middle of another live about something else, and I would have to stop that live. So I just pushed it back for tomorrow. But it's just like, it's just one thing after another. It's like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But I just had a gut feeling that that judge should have just went on about her business and let somebody else take that case over when she was going to get that surgery. But like I said, I knew she was going to be a problem, and I was right about it. She's a straight problem. She's a person in a situation like Blueface or Chrisean Rock, that's a nightmare to have a judge like that. She's holding her ground with whatever. I don't know what's going on. What is her final decision going to be? But she's holding her ground on it. It's a roller coaster for them and us all who care. Exactly. That's why I said this is draining. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, this is really ridiculous. You start work. I started work at I got up around maybe 5 and I'm logged in, no, I'm lying. I was up before 5 because I did a live stream when Queen of Kings, and that was around 2:33 in the morning. So, been up, I was in a deep sleep, went to bed early, slept about 7 hours. So, because I had went to bed really early, it was called a nap, but I slept through to the next morning. And it's like, you know, you're tired, you're drained, and nothing good comes out of the whole day. You just gotta a judge just keep pushing this date back. Now it's 2 more days. It's like, come on, like if you whatever you're gonna do with the boy, do it and get it over with. Yeah, Oklahoma's dragging it with Chrisean. It's just crazy. Did you see Chasity? Yeah, it's on my community post. I'm gonna tell you when I posted that, Tiffany. You'll see the time that I posted that. I don't play around. Here it is. Look it on my community post. 7 hours ago, I posted that. You see that time right there? You see that time, Tiffany? 7 hours ago, I posted that. So that was around 1 o'clock this afternoon. I posted that on my community section. I always try to, I try to put, like I said, as much information for you guys to, you know, be able to know what's going on in this whole circus. It says Tiffany, she had her already. Hey, SO. Hey, Hood Unlock. I'm not really a fan of Chasity. I think she's a piece of work. Let's just say that. I want to say something else. So, I don't have nothing to get against, people bringing life into the world. I'm not saying that. But, I'm not really, I don't really want to talk about her. No, you don't have to be sorry, Tiffany. You got to stop saying that. You didn't do nothing wrong. We're just having a conversation, Tiffany, and I was just telling you, yeah, I knew about it. I'm just having a conversation with you like I would if you was in my living room. Yeah, girl, I know what you're talking about. I put that up about 8 hours ago. Did you get some rest? Nope, I didn't get no rest. But I'm gonna look at some of the YouTube videos that I look at that I'm subscribed to when I get off, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I got through my 24 hours of my fasting. I'm on day 2 because I decided to do 2 refeeds. I broke my fast on the 4th and of this week, and I ended up eating the 4th and the 5th. So today at 4:33 was a 24-hour completed fast. So I'm past 24 hours now, going into my second day. The first day, I don't know what it is. Sometime it can be really hard to get back on that 7-day fasting and then the refeed, after the 7-day fast. That first 24 hours for me be so difficult. So I was acting really angry, cranky, irritable because I was trying to get through the 24 hours of my fast, and then I knew there was going to be a monkey wrench with this judge, and then I had to wait all the way up into 49 minutes ago to go live. I had to push back a video that I was supposed to do at 6 for this video. It's just I'm aggravated. But I feel like I'm gonna get enough sleep though tonight. Trust me, I am. I'm about to put my infrared light on my neck, and I might put it around my stomach, and that's gonna help me go to sleep, honey. I'm gonna look at some videos, and to them videos are looking at me. Was resting, sorry. Tiffany, you are so funny. Tiffany crazy. She said was resting. It's the it's the emoji face for me though, Tiffany. You are funny. Oh boy. Hey SL, how was your day? It was good, sis. Thanks for asking. It was kind of draining, but as long as I was able to update my community and I'm able to talk to you guys and I can vent as well, I'm going to be okay. Thank you for asking, Leticia. Damn, your fasting gets some rest. I know. I here for you. I want healthy eating, but wait. Oh, Hood Unlocked. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, and I've been doing it. I live a fasting lifestyle, so no, I'm good. I'm a little tired, but that usually when you fast, you're wired. But because my body's so used to fasting, and it's not just for weight loss, I really do it for detoxification. Weight loss just comes along. You're gonna lose weight if you detoxifying your body. But I'm just glad that my body has adapted to fasting where I don't get that insomnia. A lot of people get insomnia. I don't get that no more. So if anything, when I fast, my sleeping benefits they improve. So when I go to sleep, I'm gonna be knocked out. And you lose more weight when you sleep well, at least 8 hours. Please, blessings and prayers for all. Be safe this week. World's crazy right now. If you don't already mandate this, what? If you don't already know, mass mandated started again. Between fires and increase in virus. You mean with the cold? Oh, let me not. I was about to say it. You talking about with the big C, Tiffany? Don't say that. Wow. Well, good thing I'm fasting then, because when you fast, okay. Wow, wow. When you fast, your immune system and you're alkaline when you're fasting. So you don't really have to be in fear of getting sick, when that's your situation. But I want you guys to really make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. I want to see something. Yeah, but hey, this is a rude awakening, guys. Sometimes people got to change. Change is good sometime. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Dislikes are welcome. Listen, I'm going to get up off of here because I'm going to take your advice and get off and rest. I need some rest. I will be up here tomorrow. I got some other things I want to share as well. But I'm just so tired. I know that if I try to force it any longer, I will eventually miss a lot of key points that I want to bring up to you guys tomorrow. And then I'll be just doing rework, because then tomorrow will come and then what I told you today, I'll have to repeat that and then the whole full update. So I just rather just finish off what I need to finish off tomorrow when I have gotten some rest, because I'm so tired right now. So on your way out, make sure y'all hit that like button. Dislikes are welcome. I promise you, it is free to like or dislike. Also, make sure that you interact in the comment section of this live once the live is, over with. Put your thoughts down on what you feel about Blueface not getting out today and then pushing the date back to the 9th. I want to hear all y'all's opinions. Make sure you abbreviate profanity in the comment section, because Google and YouTube puts it in held for review. We understand. Get some rest. I will. Thank you so much. So I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Talk to you tomorrow. Promise.